What's happening? Welcome back. Alright, so this was the first mountain board I built after going from like the all-terrain style 7-inch off-road Evolve style skateboard. I built this thing and it was freaking awesome. The Evolves stopped getting ridden. I absolutely loved the power. I then went and got the gear drives because I wanted more torque, and I got a really high gear ratio, 1 to 6.25 I think it is. So I've got awesome torque and I was just absolutely loving the power and the range. Since then, I've built this thing. So this is running the Stormcore 100D on an 18S battery. And this thing has got so much torque and it's also got a really good top speed. The top speed on that one is only about 40 kilometers an hour. This one is about 60, but because I've gone 18S, I've still got awesome torque as well as top speed. So after riding this board a fair bit, and I'm absolutely loving this thing, I jump on this one and it's got great torque, but the top speed just isn't quite there. The clearance on these big maxi gear drives isn't great, so I've had some mail turn up today, so let's have a look at it. Alright, so these are E-Toxx wheels. They're super wide. They're an awesome looking thing. When you compare them to the MBS wheel, they're so much wider. And these are the 9-inch tyres. So these are from MBS. And when you compare them to the 8-inch, they are just so much bigger. They're a lot wider for better traction. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run these 9-inch tyres, which are going to up my top speed on the 12S board. So this board definitely has the torque and the power to spin these tyres. It'll up the top speed a little bit and the traction is going to be awesome. This is the board that I take out when it's wet, muddy. This thing's been completely waterproof. I've had it in so much mud and it never worries it. It's been so wet here. I'll put up some photos. Have a look at the bridge that I built. It's absolutely been flooded and it's still been raining days after I took this photo. I'm hoping that the bridge is still going to be there when this rain stops. And yeah, when it backs off a bit, I'll have these on this board and we'll go out and yeah, hit some muddy trails. Alright, so I've just worked out, he's made these rims to fit really well on this gear drive. I don't have to use this plate anymore. I also don't need to use this truck extension little setup anymore. This rim goes straight on and bolts to this slave gear. And then I can just use a standard nut on here. That's awesome. These things are so cool. They're so much wider. They carry that 9-inch tyre. The standard MBS hubs you get on the Pro 97 or the Comp 95, you can't actually fit the 9-inch tyres. They need a bigger hub. But these things, they fit on so good. They're super wide. I'm going to get heaps more traction with them. And they still also fit the 8-inch tyre as well. So that's with the 8-inch tyre, same size, but the tread is so much wider because it's stretched the tyre. It's a little bit hard to see, but you can definitely tell how much skinnier the 8-inch version on the MBS rim is. I want to get out so bad on this thing. It's just pissing down out there. Like I said earlier in the video, it's been just absolutely flooding. But as soon as it backs off a little, I'm still going to get out there and we'll take it for a rip. It's a new day. It's still just sprinkling out there a little bit, but the rain has calmed down a lot. We're still going to get so muddy out there. I've got the board there ready to go. Let's go and have a rip. This is almost like a swimming pool. I've never seen it like this. We're in the first month of summer here, and to get this much rain is just ridiculous. This has all been pushed over. And that's where the bridge was that I built. But we're definitely not getting through there. After doing half a dozen laps here, I'm just completely destroying the track, putting big rut marks through it. Even up here where it's a bit softer, it's just rutting it out. So I'm going to leave it for now and just go for a general cruise, go macking around the streets and yeah, see what I find. Man, it was so wet out there, so much fun. I'm absolutely filthy. Alright, so my final verdict on the 9-inch tyres and these wider rims is they're so good. The 9-inch tyres brought my top speed up 50 kilometers an hour, which is so much better. 50k an hour on these trucks feels like nothing. Smooth as, even when you're hitting potholes and bumps and that, it's just solid as, you don't have to worry about speed wobbles. The wide tyres definitely give you a bit more grip. It was so wet out there and so soft out there, but they still felt awesome. But yeah, loving them. There we go, the board's all clean. I don't recommend anyone do that unless you've got a DIY board that you've really sealed up nicely and you know it's watertight. I'm still filthy. If you do ever wash your board like this, I'm gonna chuck them batteries in and I'm gonna go and have a quick ride, get all the bearings nice and hot, get the motors nice and warm, try and get that moisture out, and yeah, it should be good. Thanks again for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.